STIHL Timber Sports Canada is brought to you by Big Green Egg, the ultimate cooking experience. Johnsonville. Discover the taste of Johnsonville. SLH Transport, official transport partner. John Deere. Nothing runs like a deer. Motomix, official premixed fuel of STIHL Timber Sports, available at your local STIHL dealer. Fitz Toronto. We build better athletes. Official trainer of STIHL Timber Sports Canada. And by Elan Dance Art Studio.
Welcome to the first day of qualifying for the 2018 STIHL Timber Sports Canadian Championship. We have the first 10 of Canada's best STIHL Timber Sports athletes all waiting to compete for the top spots in their qualifying round. And then for the chance to move on to the championship final. Lots of great STIHL Timber Sports action coming your way.
Welcome, folks. Today, we will watch our athletes compete in the first 3 of 6 events within their qualifying round. Let's take a closer look at 3 of the 6 STIHL Timber Sports disciplines. First is the springboard chop. This event is not for the faint at heart. It tests strength, balance, and speed as our athletes make their way to the top and sever a block of wood over 9 feet above the ground. In the underhand chop, our athletes will use footholds to balance them on top of a block, and with agility and precision, they chop their way through in a race against the clock. The stock saw event presents its own mental challenges. Equipped with stock MS661 steel chainsaws, our athletes will battle it out head-to-head, sawing their way through our block of wood. Top athletes in each event earn coveted STIHL Timber Sports points.
My name is Marcel Dupuis. I'm from Memramcook, New Brunswick, and I started in the timber sport through a friend that was competing at the college level, and then I grew from there. I've been competing now for close to 10 years in the sport.
Berlin Nickerson from Lower East Pimlico. I got started in STIHL Timber Sports 3 years ago. After a while, I just merged all my expertise over into STIHL Timber Sports. It's just you and your own mental game and physical preparation.
My name's Nathan Cumberland. I'm from Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, and I got involved in timber sports through my dad. He was a competitor for many years back on the East Coast. I just grew up going to the shows with him and just kind of fell in love with the sport.
My name is Nick Hall. I'm from Squamish, BC. I grew up in Ontario, though. I got started in timber sports in college, and I've been competing ever since.
Carl Bischoff, Magna Bay, British Columbia. Started in 1977 in Salmon Arm, British Columbia.
I'm Ryan McIntyre. I'm from Truro, Nova Scotia. I got started in timber sports through university, UMB Woodsman team. Was on the team for about 4 years and then eventually kind of made it to the pro ranks.
I am George Williams. I'm from Nova Scotia, and I got introduced in the sport by Rod Cumberland. He taught me in my second year at university. Became interested in the sport in the college leagues, and I seemed to progress and do pretty well. I was winning single buck, winning underhand, and then I got better from there and started competing in the bigger shows and enjoyed it ever since.
My name is Leo Coudreau. I'm born and raised in France, and I moved in Canada like about 10 years ago. I started with the STIHL Timber Sport about 4 years ago. I was working with Luca Brownjohn and Sterling Hart in a tree company, and I just tried and I liked it, and now I'm hooked.
My name is Wayne Paulson. I'm from Spruce Grove, Alberta. I started in the STIHL Timber Sports approximately 10 years ago. I always enjoyed the aspect of the athleticism in the STIHL Timber Sports series, watching it on TV, watching other competitors compete. So about 10 years ago, I took the chance and wanted to become part of that.
My name's Jeff Larkin. I'm from Middle Musquodoboit, Nova Scotia. I got involved at the 4-H level back when I was 12 or 14, and ever since then just kind of had a passion for it. So.
My goal for the qualifier, Lord willing, is to make the finals, so I'm going to give it my best in every event and leave the rest up to him.
My goal is just to make the finals today. That's it.
My goal is to make good, clean cuts in every event today, but it's a strong field, so if I make any mistakes, someone's definitely going to be there to take that place.
Today is all going to depend, try to have a consistent day. So whatever it's going to take for me to be consistent today, that's what I'm going to do. It's me against the wood. That's who I'm trying to be. So, yeah.
Stick around for more great sawing and chopping action coming your way. Welcome back. We're here at Wasaga Beach. The wood crew is finished setting up. The athletes are ready. Let's head to the stage and get ready for that first heat.
The springboard chop is an exciting but highly dangerous event where athletes will use an axe and 2 wooden boards. You start by cutting 2 pockets with a minimum of 4 hits each to place your springboards into a 9-foot high aspen pole so you can reach the 11-foot block at the top. Then you will chop the block from both sides until it is completely severed. The fastest competitor to go up 2 boards and cut through his block will win the event.
Definitely consider myself more of a chopper than a sawyer. Definitely more comfortable doing underhand standing block on springboard than I am with single block or any of the power saws. So I've got room to grow in all the events for sure, but I'm expecting to pick up the most amount of points in the chopping events.
Here they come from Squamish, British Columbia. Make some noise for Nick Hall! From Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, your 2014-2016 World Champion silver medalist with Team Canada, Nathan Cumberland! These are 2 competitors who really know what they're doing, and they know that this is an event that both of them are very strong at.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. A strong start for both our athletes here today. Nathan Cumberland making really quick work of that pocket. Nick Hall right there with him. He's hopping up there as fast as he can. Nathan Cumberland, look at those big, heavy hits. It looks like Nick Hall is now placing in his second board. He has passed Nathan Cumberland. Nathan Cumberland coming up right behind him. Look at those chips fly from Nick Hall. Woo! You can hear those heavy hits from Nathan Cumberland getting it through. There's Nathan Cumberland on that other side. He knows what he needs to do. And there it is. Nick Hall still needs your support. He's about halfway through. Couple more hits, and there he is, turning to that other side. Couple more hits. You can see the fibers, and there it is. Nick Hall. Unofficial time, 1:24.
We've got 2 good cuts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Nathan Cumberland. How did it go?
I was very blessed. Wasn't sure how I was going to go. I didn't make my pockets perfectly clean. Usually on your last bottom stroke, you want to flick the axe and clean the chips out. I didn't do that, so I had to kind of get in there with my hands. So not what you want to do, but overall, very blessed and happy.
Well done, sir.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
On stand number 1 from North River, Nova Scotia, we have Ryan McIntyre. And coming up next, right behind him, from Celista, BC, we have the Godfather, Carl Bischoff. This is classic East Coast versus West Coast, so we are sure to see a great heat here today.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
And Carl Bischoff bursts into the wood there, making those pockets. Looks like Ryan McIntyre is not satisfied with that pocket. Carl Bischoff on this other side, looking really good into that second pocket. Looking good. Here we go, Ryan McIntyre into that second pocket. His board is sloped a bit. He's gonna lose a bit of power from that backboard, and he's down. But Carl Bischoff is still strong on that top board. There he is, Ryan McIntyre. He's redeemed himself on that first board. Carl, on the other hand, still going. Looking good, making those nice clean chops, and there it is. Unofficial time, 1:44. Nice, solid front half here. Bringing the heat now. He knows he's got to make up that time.
Stand forward, good cut. Stand 1, exceeded time limit, DQ.
For me, springboard has always been a weak event for me. I sustained an injury about 8 years ago. I focused a lot in the last 2 years to improve that, and I'm expecting a better result this year for it.
We call him Lightning. Give it up for Wayne Paulson. He's from Musquetabla, Nova Scotia. Make some noise for the one and only Jeff Larkin.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Jeff Larkin first into that wood, not wasting any time making those pockets. Wayne Paulson on the other side, he's feeling confident. Jeff Larkin right there with him. Looking good. Those are some solid boards there. Here we go. Look at that swing on Wayne Paulson. He is just driving it in there. Wayne the Lightning Paulson on that second board. Jeff Larkin on the other side. He's still not confident with that second pocket. Wayne Paulson on that other side. Jeff Larkin still working hard on that front side. He's a couple hits in. He's got to make sure, and there it is! Wayne Paulson with an unofficial time of 2:04. Jeff Larkin still working away. You got to keep it going for him. Still a very good chop. That is some tough wood out there.
Stand 2, DQ, exceeded time limit. Stand 3, good cut.
Both of these athletes are incredible on the springboard.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There it is, Berlin Nickerson first to his work. Marcel Dupree placing in that first board. Oh, little bit of a slip there on that first board, bit of a slope, but Berlin Nickerson got a strong board there. He's making quick work of those chips. Looks like a strong board. Marcel Dupree already on that top board. Berlin Nickerson right there with him. Look at those big swings from Berlin Nickerson. Oh, but Marcel Dupree has already taken it to that other side, and he's down with his wood. Absolutely, he wanted it bad. Coming around to that other side, make some noise for Berlin Nickerson. He is giving it everything he's got here. There it is. Marcel Dupree with an unofficial time of 1:06.
We've got 2 good cuts.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Marcel Dupree, one of the Canadian team members. Marcel, how is it going?
I went all right. I had a few pockets that I thought they were going to hold really well, and I thought it was deep enough, but they came down on me a little bit, so I'll have to readjust that if I can make it through for the finals there, for sure.
I watched you, and I saw you were hitting very, very hard to get those pockets in. How's that wood?
Well, the wood, I thought it was going to be firm, but I thought it was going to hold us good, and that's what the springboard trick is. You got to hit hard to be accurate. Sometimes if you do little hits, you're not as accurate, so you just got to whack at it.
Well done, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A great event cleared up here at the Steel Timber Sports Canadian Championship. Stick around for more great sawing and chopping action coming your way. Welcome back, everyone. The athletes are just putting on the finishing touches of their wood. Let's take a jump to that leaderboard and see who's in the lead with those coveted steel points.
In the underhand chop, athletes will stand on top of a 13-inch round wooden block and cut the log in half by chopping it from both sides.
First up in this first heat, make some noise for Ryan McIntyre. From Spruce Grove, Alberta, give it up for Wayne the Lightning Paulson.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Looking good, right into that wood, both of them. Look at the speed of Ryan McIntyre. He is not wasting time at all, but it's Wayne Paulson who turns first. Ryan McIntyre right there with them. Look at them hitting those marks exactly where they want to. And there it is, Wayne Paulson, Ryan McIntyre right there, both 43. Wayne Paulson with the unofficial time of 43.13. Ryan McIntyre with 43.95.
We've got 2 good cuts.
This is now where it gets interesting, folks. These events are gonna go real fast.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Beautiful first hits from both your competitors. You gotta make some noise for them. Looking good. Look at the speed on George Williams, really hitting that wood hard. Carl, the Godfather Bishop, is still, here he is on that other side. That's what we've been waiting for. George Williams really driving it in. Look at it there. Look at the accuracy on Carl Bishop. He knows what he's doing here. There it is, he can feel it.
We've got 2 good cuts.
All right, we're here with George Williams after this heat. George, how did it go?
Not too bad. First 4 hits were good, and then after I lifted up after the 4th hit, there was a chip stuck in my axe. I was like, oh, uh-oh.
And then my 5th hit, I was a little bit off because of the chip, but I tried to pick up the wood and go from there. So happy, but I could have been faster.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There it is, Nick Hall first to the wood here. This is gonna be a quick heat here today. It's gonna be over in a blink of an eye. Leo Kudrow making sure he's right up there with him. There it is, Nick Hall on that other side at 16 seconds. My goodness, he is not wasting any time on this wood. Leo Kudrow right there, looking good. Couple more, and there it is. Unofficial time, 37:36 for Nick Hall. Leo Kudrow still giving her a couple more seconds. He's got a really tough piece of timber there. There it is. From Memricook, New Brunswick, give it up for Marcel Dupuis. And coming back to the stage after a great springboard shot from Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, make some noise for Nathan Cumberland.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go, Nathan Cumberland first to the wood. Marcel is bringing the speed though. Look at the hard hits from Marcel Dupuis. He is really showing us. He's on the other side already. Nathan Cumberland right there with Marcel. It's gonna be very close here today, showing us what underhand is all about. And Nathan Cumberland comes out with an unofficial time of 24.8. Judges taking a look at Marcel's block, checking the footholds, making sure that everything is up to snuff.
Stand 1, DQ, cut into the foothold. Stand 2, good cut.
Okay, Marcel Dupuis, man, what was on that stage? You got DQ'd.
Yeah, just turned a little bit too fast on my backside. My first hit was not where I wanted it to. I nicked my foothold, so that's a DQ. So that's how it works sometimes. If you don't put the hits exactly where you want them, that's what happens.
That's what happens. You hear it here from Marcel Dupuis.
Don't go anywhere, folks. More exciting coverage of our Canadian Championship is coming right up. Welcome back. Let's check in with our official STIHL leaderboard. The STIHL stock saw event is a test of the athlete's skill using a chainsaw. Each athlete must complete 2 cuts, 1 down cut and 1 up cut with a 4-inch section marked by a line. Athletes start with both hands on top of the log, and time ends when both cuts are complete.
Welcome back to the stage from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Wayne the Lightning Paulson. And going up against Wayne in this heat from River Dennis, Nova Scotia, it's George Williams.
Warm up your saws. Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
There we go. Looks like Wayne Paulson is first to the wood. George Williams right there behind him. There's Wayne with his first cut. Little bit of an issue there with George, but he's making it up. There it is. Wayne Paulson, unofficial time 11:40. George Williams, unofficial time 14:32.
We got 2 good cuts.
Nice work from Vancouver, BC. Give it up for Leo Kudrow. And up next from the East Coast in Nova Scotia, welcome to the stage, Jeff Larkin. This is gonna be a really, really fast heat.
Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Jeff right there with them on that other side. Here we go, it's gonna be close. Oh, and Jeff takes it. Whew, that is quick sawing out here today. Judges making sure both the cuts are good, within their limitations.
DQ, cut over the line. Stand 2, good cut.
Not a bad heat at all. DQ for Leo, but don't worry, this is only the 3rd event. He can make it up later on, no worries there.
Okay, Jeff, you took the win in your heat. How did it go?
Went pretty good. Played a little too safe off the top. I took a hesitation, set my saw. That's the The life of timber sports, half a second's going to cost you.
So want to go different next time?
I'm just going to look at my spot, pick up my saw, and just hit it. Not even going to think about it, just hit that spot. So
Full confidence.
full confidence, one way or the other.
One way or the other. That's how it goes.
Coming up to the stage from Squamish, British Columbia, make some noise for Nick Hall! From Keswick Ridge, New Brunswick, it's Nathan Cumberland!
Warm up your saws. Athletes ready.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Cumberland has done it at unofficial time 11:59. Nick Hall with 12:21 unofficial time. It looks like a good hit here today.
We get 2 good cuts.
Nicely done. Really fast times here today. Good clean huts from both our competitors. That is exactly what we wanted to see here. It takes an incredible amount of accuracy to pick up that saw and place it right where you need it to be in hundredths of seconds.
Stand to your timber. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, there they are, right into that wood as fast as they can. Almost halfway through that cookie. There it is. Onto that second cookie. Looking good. And there it is. Berlin Nickerson, Marcel Dupuis. Looking good out there. Unofficial time for Berlin Nickerson, 10:44. Marcel Dupuis, unofficial time, 10:86. Judges have to make sure that both those cuts are good.
We get a video review on stand 1.
It looks like a video review of stand 1. Looks like the judges are coming back up. They've reviewed the video and they have their final say.
Stand 1, good cut. Stand 2, the video review was on stand 2. He jumped the gun, DQ.
Okay, Berlin, did you take that heat?
I took it, but then they took it back away from me, Lorenzo.
It was close, eh?
Yeah, it was good heat, good wood, good saw, man. Probably my best stock saw ever. I was trying a new technique of hovering the line and finger movement before, even though you're still not crossing the line. One of the judges seen that as jumping the gun. It went to video, and it's still kind of under review. We're doing some things there, so.
So you precision yourself what you can and what you can't do.
I guess I'm learning the hard way, yeah.
Marcel Dupuis, stock saw, how was that?
I had a good cut, so I got some points on this one, so it was better than in the event before that. So.
But it's amazing to see that you get a DQ, the next heat's coming up, you're shaking it off, and you go straight into it.
It's a 6-event sport, so if one of them doesn't go right, forget it, move on to the next one and go from it.
So we move to the next one, go for it. I wish you all the best for your next one then. Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's check in with our official steel leaderboard. With 3 events complete and 3 to go, which athletes will come out on top and have a chance to compete in our 2018 Steel Timber Sport Canadian Men's Championship?